So we got some unique footage today. It's popped up in my Facebook timeline, and I said, you know what, we're going to react to it. A streamer that I haven't heard of but is very popping, jonmosslol, he popped up and he is having a very public breakup with his girl. Now, I don't know much about him. I don't know anything about him. Just keeping it a bean. This is the first time I ever seen him. So I have 3 clips that we're going to react to. They're pretty lengthy. So we're going to check them out and react to them as they go. Let me start by saying this. I was going to watch the breakup clip first. She is cussing ridiculously in that joint. And I know they won't monetize the video if it's that type of cussing this early. So we're going to save that for the end of the vid, for the end.
I have to be the ugliest black man in the world. I just want to find a black woman that finds me attractive, that I find attractive, that has a work ethic, so that we could build a life with. In trying to do that, all I was focusing on with my ex was making money every single day so that we could travel all year next year. That is the only thing that I've been working towards. However, in doing that and in locking in, doing the great lock-in with a black woman that didn't have a job, she went like this.
House. You don't take care of shit except a stream. Yes, you can help around the house.
Well, I guess we couldn't avoid that. Yeah, it's going to be censored and cut. We will see that later.
There. So, if you're out there and you want to fully take care of a black woman, y'all, oh my God, like I'm just looking for, I'm trying to choose the right ones. Everybody keep lying. I'm looking for a trad wife.
No. We can't let that pass. We can't let that slide. What did he say? They keep lying. Chameleons. I'm going to show you a clip real quick. Unrelated, but related.
If a man provides everything financially, should intimacy be a guaranteed part of the deal? Or is it entitlement disguised as love? And this meme kind of spoke to that point. So the man is like, I pay all the bills and still come home to no intimacy. What's the point? And the lady's like, oh, so now my body's part of the payment plan? Bitch, yes! Yes! If you're, look, dear future hubby, listen up. If you are paying all my bills, I am going to bend it over. I'm going to pop it back. I'm going to arch this motherfucker. I am going to let you have it how you. I'm going to.
See, chicks will talk a good one, and that be what it is in the moment that they saying it. But when they actually get in those situations, do you know how many guys are paying for everything that are in sexless marriages? I'm not about to look up no statistics, but I could tell you that it's so many that it's common. It's very common. This is why everybody says you gotta watch what a chick do, not what she say. Don't get hit with the okie doke. Don't get hit with the rug pull. We gonna keep it going.
Somebody that wants to cook and clean, I'm going to focus on just being a wallet. That's it. I just want to be somebody's wallet. Who wants to have a wallet that I can take across the world, that I can go inside of their wallet? Because I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Get some too. I'm trying to be a successful black man with a black woman. I started off homeless. I build every single day. If you are willing to build every single day, please reach out. I live stream all day, every day. The only thing I'm focused on is making $1 million by the end of the year. Please help me out. Check out my album, Quarter Life Crisis, on all platforms. Hey, I would like to tell you, I am not just paying for the rent. I am paying for the rent. I am paying for all of the clothes that she wants to get. I am paying to go to any event. The only thing that I want for her to do is record when we get there and not have back footage. The only time she stopped getting spoiled is because of her lack of work ethic. However, she was spoiled from day one.
And I'm gonna stop it here. Shout out to everybody who be like, yo, I got to build with my babe. We got to do the business thing. We got to be a power couple. We got to get in business together. And that's the main point that I'm making when I say everything that I just said. Getting into business with your girl. I personally do not believe in that. It has worked for some people. It has worked for Alex Hermosi. Tremendous dude. Jeff Bezos worked with his, wife to get the company going and stuff. So she helped him build from the ground up, but she also took half of his entire worth once she left. And what you have to understand is people will look at those rich people and think, oh, that could be me. Those are outliers. Those are outliers. That's not normal. It's not even normal for anybody to have the level of success that those two have. I'm not mad at putting a chick to work to some extent, but I don't really believe in involving a chick in your business too much or starting a business with your girl. I don't believe in none of that. I believe in, if you want to start a business with somebody, you could do it with a friend, because the difference is when it comes to a friend, it's possible for you to have a fallout, but it's less likely than you having a breakup. It's less likely. What I personally believe in is I do my stuff. I build up what I have. And if we're together or whatever to get married or whatever, like, yeah, it can be ours or whatever the kid, because what's mine is yours, yeah, all that stuff. But you not about to be intertwined with this business to where when we break up or we have something go wrong, you have equity in this business and we got to figure out if I'm going to buy you out or, I rely on you so much, you just want to stop showing up or whatever the case. And it's just like, it just messes up the whole operation. So no, I don't believe in that at all.
When we go to the grocery store, she can get whatever she wants. We can go to the wine store. We went and got matching shoes. We went and got matching outfits. She asked me for heels, but that's not something I cared about. So she needed to spend her money on that. Makeup, not something I cared about. However, face routine, I did not spare a penny on her face care. Anything that she needed, I had got. I kept this because this was the anti-Asian shit, and that shit was extremely expensive. However, the Korean healthcare, like skincare that she had, she still has. We were working specifically so that next year we can travel the world all year. In learning this, she wanted to get more of the income for traveling, but not have it be when she travels. She wanted the liquid money. Why?
Motherfucking house. You don't take care of shit except a fucking stream. Yes, you can help around the fucking house. Yes, you got a fucking job, but help around the goddamn fucking.
At this point, we had already been broken up for longer than a month. She was not talking about recent events. She was backtracking because she cannot take personal responsibility.
This is why I also don't like living with the chick. You got to be locked in for a certain point and all the vetting got it. Because this is the thing. If you move in too quick, means for disaster. Even if you vet the chick for 6 months, a year, 2 years, whatever the case may be, you could still run into some BS when you move in with her. So, yeah, the fact that he was dealing with her a month after a break, ain't no way, dog. Couldn't be me.
The reason my bed was right here was because the only places she could be was the guest room, the guest bathroom, and the kitchen, and then leave. Why does she need to come in this area? She has no reason to. I needed to defend myself and make it so she had no reason to come into this area. Was I cleaning up while she was actively in a relationship with me? Yes. What happened in that relationship? Well, over time, we were working together and she stopped having intercourse with me. And I was confused.
I'm not confused. One thing I don't think I've said on this channel, it's possible I said it a few times, but you just got to really experience certain things so you can really understand that these chicks don't be grateful. It's not in them to be grateful. It's just not. So that clip I showed you earlier, chick saying gawk, and she was going to do all this if you pay all the bills and stuff like that. You come in and do that for a chick and she still think that she the prize. She still think that she is it. She still think that you supposed to be trying to please her and do X. Mop, dust, vacuum, and then vacuum with your mouth. Vacuum this cock into your fucking mouth every night because you're not paying for anything. You're not paying for anything. I am taking a weight off of your shoulders. I get that you doing the chores and stuff like that, but you would be doing that regardless. Even if we was going 50-50, you would still be doing some chores. Like, even if you were single, you would still be doing some chores unless you're a dirty bitch. So that's not really a tremendous task for you to where it's like, oh, I just can't do it. Suck this dick. Suck this dick. Because I like, and it's just like that shit just be so crazy to me, but it is what it is. Like, it's like I said earlier, it's very common for people to be married and not having sex. And I'm 1000% positive it's possible for a lot of stay-at-home wives, stay-at-home moms, et cetera, to not be having sex with these breadwinner men.
After a week, I asked her, hey, what can I do to change this? She said, I need you to shower more. I said, cool. I started showering twice a day.
Quick note, and remember this. You cannot negotiate desire.
A week goes by. She still does not sleep. 2 weeks goes by. She does not initiate. 3 weeks go by. She does not initiate. On the 4th week, I said, I'll be damned if I go 2 months without having intercourse with my significant other while literally taking care of everything for them. What is going on? She said she's been celibate for 3 weeks now. She might as well. I said, what? I just found out in one of her recent videos, she found Christ. In the relationship with me, other than communicating with me, that she found Christ and she wanted to be celibate, I had to take care of her still. That right there was an outburst, not because she wasn't being spoiled. It was because she was spoiled and it stopped. And in it stopping, I started belittling her. Why? Because at that point, I wanted to be out of the relationship. I gave her $2,500. Now that I'm looking at it, let me give you...
He gave a girlfriend, not a wife, a girlfriend, a cancellation fee. What part of the game is that?
The piece of resistance. You see that $10 bill? Let me show you why, right? Voucher, right? The only money she has sent was that $10. But like, you got to understand why she sent that $10. At the very end, while I was taking care of her as a roommate, she goes out of her way to steal from me. And I understand it's just $10. However, the way that I think, you start small. And if the person doesn't catch it, you keep on building up over time. She's already started small. I caught it right then. She's been stealing from me the whole time. She has a place to go. She's trying to get more money. She's been spoiled. What are you talking about? You're talking out your fucking neck.
So you're telling me that she found religion and then started stealing? See, the way that I run this channel, I talk about how I do my thing, how I live. But at the same time, I talk about things that I have seen. And I also give options based on those two things. What I seen, what I know, what I did. And when I talk about options, as far as like things that I don't do, or even things that I actually do, when we're laying out A, B, C, and D, I tell you the pros and cons to each of those. When we just go through my philosophies, you see me talk about broke dudes getting buns all the time. Why do I talk about that? Because some dudes, y'all might just want a girlfriend. Y'all might just want one woman. But the thing is, if you can't get multiple women, it's not going to work. Like, that's just what it is. And also on top of that, as a man, you're not supposed to be the one to ask for commitment the way society works now and the way women work. You're supposed to strictly go for the buns. If you're not going for the buns, you go for whatever level of intimacy you want, whether it's talking, caking, cuddling, whatever you do. You as a man go for that form of intimacy because you could get that without a relationship, and she's going to give that without a relationship. And the reason that I preach all of that and I be anti-dates and anti-tricking and all of that stuff is because when you move like that, if you were trying to get a long-term mate, if you're trying to get a short-term, whatever the case may be, you're going to come across women who actually like you. you're going to see where you organically are when it comes to the totem pole of man and it comes to what you can pull attraction wise and things like that. You're going to see exactly where you're at based on the women who like you for who you are, not what you can do. He put up at the beginning of this, he did a PSA, and it was like he was putting a job posting on a board saying, hey, I will pay everything and you could just come and be my bitch and work with me. You got to do X, Y, Z, and I'll pay for it. That's going to get him the worst quality of bitches, just like this one here. Just like this one here. The precedent that you meet them under is why shit like this happens. It just is what it is. So the way that I play it, personally, the way that I would play it, because I don't got a long-term mate right now, I'm going to just keep it simple. We going to rock. That means we going to spend time together, be intimate, all that good stuff. Might even commit to each other. That's cool. But just because I commit to you, that doesn't mean I'm paying your fucking bills. And we're not living together. Those two things are just not happening. And if we've been rocking, and I'm not saying I won't help her in no way financially or nothing like that. It'll happen, but it's not about to be no payment plan, no consistent shit or nothing like that. But long story short, when we decide to move in, it's going to depend on two things. Just keeping it a being with you, keeping it all the way 1,000. Number one, how capable I am of paying for everything or the majority of stuff. So it's going to depend on that. Also, it's going to depend on what she has going on, meaning, is she a six-figure earner or whatever the case may be. And also, which really I don't care about a chick money because I understand how that plays in, but also how capable she is. And the reason why whatever she got going on matters is just because if I am going to pay for everything, right? What sense would it make for her to leave her $100,000 job or $120,000 job or whatever the case may be? But if she's working at Burger King or something like that, or she's working at some place making $30,000 or whatever the case may be, that could possibly help. But would it be better for her to be at home raising whatever kids we have in the future or whatever the case may be? And can I hold that down? But even then, I'm not going to lie. I don't see a life for me where a chick is not making some form of financial contribution. So that's just that. So it's never going to. Only thing about it, and I keep it a being with y'all, she can't be the one paying for everything, her name on everything. She making way more than me or more than, because I don't need that bitch to think she got leverage and pull that ego out. But this is the thing. This is the main thing. The way that I move, the process that I have, by the time we get to this stage, not much is going to surprise me. And if I'm actually paying the majority or for everything, whatever, she has earned that by being a good woman over the course of some years to me, to where I feel like she deserves it. And I think we will both benefit from that. Like, she's very capable of homemaking. I'm not about to put no bitch that can't cook just in the kitchen all, like, we not about to do that. So that keeps you from ending up in a situation like this, to where everything about his bitch is just horrible. Like the whole situation, like, I'm gonna end it how I started it. You found God, but you stealing from me. Make that make sense.
This motherfucking house. You don't take care of shit except a fucking stream. Yes, you can help around the fucking house. Yes, you got a fucking job, but help around the goddamn fucking house. That doesn't mean shit. That don't mean shit at fucking all.
If I can.
You know what? I wasn't even your fucking wife. I wasn't even your wife when I was doing all this shit. You didn't give me no damn ring. I was just a fucking playhouse. That's what you did to me. You played fucking house with me, bro. And that's not cool.
Did I play house, or was I trying to build?
See what I mean about a lack of appreciation? A nigga paid for everything and she tried to identify it as playing house. You didn't have to do anything. And even when it came down to it, you stopped fucking him for over a month, 2 months.
Listen to this. Like, listen to what she's saying.
And don't do it.
Listen to what she's saying.
Don't do that.
Why would I get this a ring?
You don't say,
like, listen to this.
You're gonna be my wife and don't do it. You don't just play
Muted.
somebody's fucking head
She's
like
tripping.
that.
So she's
that
going,
will drive a woman crazy.
She's going nuts. I'm not playing with your
You're
head.
fucking crazy. You're fucking that shit. You are an ass. You're a piece of shit.
Can you give me an action? Can you give me an action?
To you.
Can you give me an action where I did something to you? If you said I didn't clean, I didn't. What was it? Listen, everything that you said. I didn't do it to myself. I'm laughing. Somebody said, yeah, look, I stream every day. This is crazy.
You don't clean up after yourself. You want a fucking maid. You don't want a wife. You don't want a girlfriend.
No, I don't. I just want to play video games and work out.
And guess what?
Yeah. Okay. Most definitely. Do you know the hashtags to actively like get it on my For You page? Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to what I was doing originally, and we're gonna hope when the police get here they don't shoot me in the back of the head for being black. Let's. Like, like, we got one. Like, oh shit, bro. Like, hey, bro, I'm chilling. Like, I'll be like, oh damn, god damn. Yeah, we're gonna hope she don't come back. If she do, she gonna come through that door. God damn. Gone. But
you're worthless. That's why you don't see value within yourself. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
God damn.
I see that clip is what made me make the video. This is not her, by the way. This is just a random chick. But watching that, just watching her go off inside the crib on this dude, it just made me so happy that I'm single because I don't have to deal with anything remotely in the realm of that, like nothing like that. Now, the one thing I do want to say very quickly is I went and looked him up on YouTube to see how big his YouTube following was and stuff like that. And he had another channel pop up to where he had a really viral video that I seen where he talked about his dad or his stepdad or whatever, kicking his stepdad out the house, basically, that he was paying for.
Am I the a-hole for kicking my mom's husband out of the house because he told me to do it?
He went viral for telling stories that I just keep it real because I know social media. Stories that are likely fake, but great for engagement because he's a great, incredible storyteller, in my opinion. Drama fit, because like if I could watch a dude tell a story in his front yard for 10 minutes, you're a real good storyteller. Like, no theatrics, no cutscenes. He just told the story, and I said, oh yeah, you're a good storyteller. And then as time went on, I seen he was telling more stories, and it was like just more ridiculous. Every story was like ridiculous. So yeah, you know, the streaming shit is WWE at the highest level as far as like Kai and Speed. They be faking. Boy, they be faking it. And it's not just them. A lot of the streamers be faking for content. Deshae definitely be faking for content, but they be getting money. And it's entertainment, so I'm not knocking it. So, like, you know, when I look at this, it's possible that everything in this vid was just entertainment. It's possible. But it's also possible that it was real. Just had to get that caveat at the end because I looked up his channel in between reacting to some of these different clips, and I was like, oh, yeah, this might be fake. But it is what it is. Let me know your thoughts. I'm gone.
Real ninjas don't sell drugs. Real ninjas repost to tubs. Real ninjas don't call themselves hustlers. Real ninjas replace brakes and mufflers. Real ninjas get into shootouts. Real ninjas shake the dirt and they boot out. Real ninjas don't wear no gold. Real ninjas will get your car towed.